Hello everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to have problem number 26. Write a program to fill an array elements with random numbers from 1 to 100, then get the average number of the array elements. Before we want the biggest number, and after that we want the smallest number, and after that the last lesson it was the sum the numbers or sum the elements of the array, and now we want the average number of the array elements. Okay, for example, if there's an input 5, output should be array elements are 77, 88, 38, 39. The average number of the array is 66.4. If you take these numbers, sum them to each other, and take their total and divide it with the length it will be 5 because there is an insert number 5. It will give us 66.4. So now let's go to Visual Studio to see how we're gonna convert this requirement into code. It's also same exactly like the previous problem, and that's what it's mean reusability. Look how it's now strong. Our programs, how we solve so fast, because we build our function and procedures in solid way. We give each output and input a specific function and procedure. So now we just write more small function, or we just change a little bit the logic, or even we change the name of the function itself to solve new problem. That's what it's called reusability. Now our functions and procedures, it help us to solve many problems, and that's what we call the reusability, extendability. You have to program like this, you have to develop like this. So let's go now to Visual Studio to see how we're going to convert this requirement of problem number 26 into code. All right, this is our solution of problem number 26. Write a program to fill an array elements, write random numbers from 1 to 100, then get the average number of the array elements. All right, first let's do run to see how the program looks like. Perfect. Once it is run, the command is clear for us this question. How many elements do you want to get randomly? 5 numbers I want to get randomly. Array elements are 90, 47, 68, 79. The average of the elements are 58.4. If we close it and did run again, and we say also that we want 5 elements, we give us different elements, and the average is also different, 52.2. So what we did, how we build it, we have the same function from the previous lessons, generate random number. Let's open it. Get array elements with random number. Let's open it. I hope you already know all of these functions and you understand them and their logics, how it's worked from the previous lessons. And if you're not, you have to watch the lessons again, or ask me on Telegram channel, or write comment down. I'll try to help you. And display array procedure, same. Don't change anything, okay? Add all the numbers in the array from the previous lesson, last lesson. Also, same function. Don't change anything, it's logic. We just add this function, float the average of the array elements. It takes the array of 100 and array length. Inside it, one line of code. Return float, add the numbers in the array. We are casting this function, the previous one, because it's belongs to the integer data type. The previous function, it's integer function. So we casting it because usually the average it's with some decimals or fractions like 52.2, 60.4, 66.4. For that, we casting this function data type, which is belong to integer data type, add all the numbers in the array to float. And after that, we give it an S parameter, the array, because it has an array also, and the length. And we divide it with the length. We take the numbers after we sum them, take the result of the numbers after we sum them, we divide it with the length. The length according to the user number. If the user insert 5, so it will be, for example, 323 divided 5. If the user insert 6, so it will be, for example, 450 divided 6. According to the number that we will sum them, we will get the total, and we divide it to the length, which is to the number that is inserted through the console screen. And here in the main function, srand, integer array, get array elements procedure, same string, tail, here same. We play a little bit with the string, the average of the elements are, because we want average, and we call the last function we just built it for this lesson. The average of the array elements, we give it the array and array length. Let's do run for last time, should we write together? Perfect. Once we run the command display for us this question, how many elements do you want to get randomly? 6 this time. Let's enter, we have 6 numbers randomly, and the average of the elements are 46.5. If you take all these numbers and send them to each other and get the total, and you divide it with the length, which is 6, you will get 46.5. So that was the problem of today, problem number 26. Write a program to fill an array elements with a random number from 1 to 100, then got the average number of the array. See you next lesson, next problem. Ciao.